Hey gang, Rich Meyer again. Today we're going to talk about interpleaders. And if you can tell by the photo, I've got two bulls fighting. And that's exactly what an interpleader is. It may not be two bulls, but it's certainly two parties. An interpleader is a lawsuit that is filed by somebody who's holding a deposit. And that somebody cannot determine who's entitled to the deposit when both parties make a claim to it. For example, both a buyer and a seller make a claim for a $10,000 deposit on a real estate closing that doesn't take place. So they both send their demand into the party that's holding the money, usually the title company or the closing agent, and they say, okay, let's go ahead and put it with the court. We're going to have to file an interpleader action. The interpleader has got to be filed by an attorney because it's a declaratory action. And it's going to have to be in circuit court. So it's going to be higher filing fees. Your attorney's fees, he's going to get paid to do the work. Plus there's going to be some court costs. So what looks like a $10,000 deposit on the way in is probably going to be something less by the time a ruling is entered. So even if you win, you lose. Now, I just like that sign going every direction because that's really what an interpleader is. Because everybody says, it's all my money, this is why, and then the judge makes a ruling. I'm going to give you an example real fast of what the most telling interpleader experience I've ever had in my life, and this is why I always settle or walk away. So what happened was his deposit was $10,000, and I was out for vengeance. I wanted that money. I felt like the buyer was dealing in bad faith. Long story short, we both submitted a little letter to the title company claiming the $10,000. The title company went ahead and submitted an interpleader through an attorney, paid all the fees out of the 10 grand. My attorney filed what was supposed to be a pleading to convince the court that I should get the $10,000. The other side didn't file anything. So let me get this, we got to get this straight. We filed an affirmative pleading and the other side didn't file anything. And then we set it for a hearing and I lost. You believe that? We lost against somebody that didn't say any word on their defense. Not one word on their defense. So we lost. And the funny part of the story is that the other side, and I realize it's funny now that they didn't say anything and they didn't have to hire an attorney themselves, but they only got $4,200 out of the $10,000. Because that's all that was left after the attorney for the title company filed the interpleader. Now, of course, I would have ended up in the hole because I had to pay my attorney $5 grand just to get in the fight. So there's no note to take away from this. Don't fight just for the experience. If you want to fight with somebody, go to a bar somewhere and pick a fight with somebody that you could handle. But don't fight in court because you can't win. No matter, even if you win, you lose. So the moral of the story is right here. Just settle or walk away. This is not going to be a money maker for you. Just settle or walk away. That's my story of an interpleader. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks again. This is Rich. If you liked the video, subscribe, like, forward, do whatever you could to help me. I appreciate it. I'm not really doing that well on YouTube yet, but you can always go to my website, www.pofsk. POFSK for more information about me. All right, man. Thanks.